The Good Guy Experience.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Good Guy Experience, where the experience is always good, guys. I'm your host, Byron Forston, and I think I might stick with this name. I like Byron Forston. That's some good stuff. I really like that. When I think I found one that I really like and I'm going to stick with, I'm not gonna lie, guys. When we first got up here, I looked at that live and it said 0 viewers. I was like, what the hell is going on here? Somebody better wake up, wake up, wake up. It's the first of the month.
Almost tomorrow.
Cash your checks and come on.
Come on.
Cash those checks, baby.
and to my right, we got the one, the only Black Pearl in the building. Everybody, Black Pearl is in the building.
Guys. I saw how that switched up because I was ready to go. On the bottom.
Hey.
Also, we got Royal Rain in the house. Miss Ro in the house. Everybody give some love to Royal Rain.
Hey, fam.
Okay. All right. And last but definitely not least, we got Tyrone, a.k.a. Mr. Chocolate, is in the building. Tyrone, what's up, freaky Ty?
Oh, man, I'm chilling.
All
right. Lord of mercy.
Before we get started, guys, I do want to say, if you are logging on from anywhere else other than the Good Guy Experience social group page or YouTube, if you are logging on from any one of our personal pages, we're going to ask you to log out and please log back in on the Good Guy Experience social page or log in on YouTube. Reason being, we cannot see your comments. Well, we do watch our show. We do watch our comments. So when we go back and watch our show for feedback, we see a lot of comments that we don't get live because you're posting on our personal feed. So once again, if you are not on the Good Guy the Good Guy Experience social page, or you are not on YouTube, please log out right now, but come back. What did Craig say on Friday? Come back here. So we need you to come on back and log into the social page or on YouTube. All right. So guys, how was your week, guys? How's everything going?
That's good.
It's been busy for me. I don't know about nobody else.
Busy is good sometimes.
Super busy. You know, school's in, the kids are back.
Yes, I agree.
And I started the middle school football practice today.
How's that going?
You know, it's cool. You know, so I've been doing it for years. Get them right, get the young boys right.
It's important.
Oh yeah.
Let me tell you, we started back school this week.
Why you sound like that, Byron?
Because he's tired.
And 95% of the day, I'm looking like this. Right, Peter and all. I'm just sitting up there looking like this all day long. I'm telling you, 95% of education is that look. Your boy is tired, but I will say this. It is definitely worth it. Before we get started, I do want to tell us a story. I have to put this out there. So guys, in my district, we were looking to get physicals. The doctor that usually does our physicals and everything like that, he was out of the office. Great doctor, but for some reason he was out of the office, maybe vacation. Hopefully it's good things. So we had to call the doctor out of the district. This gentleman, this great man came over and said, "Hey, I'll do your physicals for you. There's a $10 physical charge." So we're like, okay,
nice.
$10 for physicals. Wait, this is not. So he's not in our district. It takes him about 40 minutes to get over to our district. So he gets off of work at 5, travels 40 minutes to our district. We have about 50 kids in there. This man does physicals until 10 o'clock last night. The $10 that he charged for physicals, he says, "I don't want the money. This is donated to your athletic fund."
Oh my God!
So this man,
fantastic.
This gentleman, this great man came, and he did two things for us. He got our children physicals, and he also raised 400. Oh, excuse me, I shouldn't be putting that out there. He raised
money.
Money.
Telling the business.
he raised money for our athletic fund. So
he collected the money and then gave it to the athletic.
Right, like this is. I don't want any of it. This is for the athletic fund. So I do want to say this, and I told our kids today. A lot of times we hear so many negative things about what's going on in the school system and everything like that. But I'm telling you, there are people out there that care. This gentleman at 10 o'clock, at 9 o'clock, we still had about 20 kids out there. I'm looking at him. I'm like, hey, sir. He's like, we got it. We good. He bought his daughter out as a nurse to help him. He's like, we good. And at 10 o'clock, he said, it's about the kids. That's all he said. He didn't want it. I'm like, we got it. Nope. It's about the kids. And we support the kids. So I just had to put that story out there. There are good people out there. This world isn't a big old bag of manure. I'm not gonna curse because I just gave this gentleman such a oh my gosh, and I'm not gonna curse behind that. But this world isn't just a big bag of manure. There are good people out there. So
you want me to do it for you? So you don't feel bad. No, I'm joking.
Yeah, that's one thing you always gotta remember. There's good people out there. Whenever the things get crazy, you gotta remember they're good people.
Right.
Like I feel though, I was super tired. I hit the wall, but as soon as I got there in football, I got a burst of energy because I love doing it. So you gotta love doing what you're doing, man.
Yeah.
And once again, before we get started, this is the week. This is the week, guys. Omega Psi Phi Fraternity, Tau Beta Beta Chapter presents Invictus 1911 presents the Sundresses. Suits for the Songs Party. Good Lord have mercy. We need y'all.
And toes. Don't lie. And toes.
I call it the sundress suits, the sundress sounds and toes and other shit party. So that's what we doing. So I need you guys to come out, support Omega Psi Phi and Tau Beta Beta Chapter Invictus 1911. We're gonna be doing it big on Saturday, September 2nd, from 1 till 7 at Weldon Mills. We coming out there, have a good time. The after party is at the Hilton Garden Inn. Come on, hey, look, hey, I don't know about Eventbrite. Come holler at me. I got what you need.
Big pimpin'
I got what you want. I got what you need.
Okay.
All right, guys. All right. So moving right along. Tonight we have a letter. Black Pearl's anonymous letter.
Y'all ain't seen me biting my lip in a while now.
Biting that lip is gonna be great.
Bite that lip.
Black Pearl.
Tasty chocolate.
All right now.
Black Pearl is on you.
All right. I'm gonna try to what do you call that? Filter it because there's a lot of curses. So I'm gonna try. All right. Hey, Black. Been with my girl for about a year and things have been going pretty good. She's a bit insecure, but I get it with her past and stuff. Almost cursed. So for the past 2 months, she has become more controlling, and I've talked to her about it, and she said she's working on it. I also figured that's how she shows her love for me. I was trying to be flexible for our love as well. She moved in last month, and when I came back from work one day, she was in bed, my motherfucking bed, with her fucking best friend. If you had told me this a year ago, I would say it's all good. I joined these two Bs, but this B has been around me the whole time saying she's my girl's best friend, and I found out that I'm the side piece. She's trying to convince me that I am tripping and should get over it. I don't know because she's been lying this whole time and making me believe that she was worried about me cheating when she was lying and cheating. She wants me to make a choice. I'm not sure because I sound like I'm crazy for not accepting this, but two B's and I'm not sure if I'm good. I feel like I failed as a man.
So
take a moment because that sounds like
yeah, you got to process that. Okay, so
oh my god.
Oh, so she
I
wants
don't make
them
this
to have
stuff
like a little poly thing together. Is that what?
So could you give a recap, Black Pearl? Everybody, can you give a little recap about what's going on with the letter? What's the ins and outs? What's the
so from what I'm reading, this gentleman has been with his girl for about a year. Mm-hmm. And after moving in a month ago, he came home from work and she was basically in the act of sex. She was having sex with her girlfriend. Oh, okay, so these are two women. And basically she's like, but he's saying before that, the issue was she was really controlling. She was, you're cheating and you're lying. But now he's like, but she was the one who was actually cheating and lying this whole time because this other woman has been around. And I'm like, oh, that's her girl. That's her best friend. That's her best friend.
Oh, that's her best friend now.
And then, so he's saying now, even though it would be normal for him to accept this, because he's like, yo, if you asked me a year ago, I'd be like, yeah, oh, whatever. He feels like all this lying and all this cheating is the bigger issue. And because of the lying and cheating, he feels he's a failure as a man, that his girl would have to lie and cheat like this behind his back with another woman.
Okay. So he's hurt.
It sounds like his ego bruised.
So, I mean, I don't know. Some dudes would get excited about that.
And that comment, I think that came from our post earlier. Not God is good.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Oh, okay. So I was thinking there was like,
no. I'm sure. It was from before. I promise.
Oh, was it? Okay.
And Miss Clemens, no, it is not at 51 Sycamore. Our after party is at the Hilton. That's another party that's being promoted. So yeah, our party is at the Hilton. Thank you. Yeah, Sean Clark says you hate to see it. What? My question is, what led to I mean, because there's a big gap. You're dating, and then next thing you know, you walk in, and this. I mean, is this person, has she never been satisfied? I mean, is there a rough patch going on? Where there's, I mean, what's going on? Between you're good, and then next thing you know, you see this woman in the bed with somebody else on Drew Hill style, because that's what it sounds like. It sounds just like the video. She walking in, and this dude see it with another woman
sleeping in my...
Exactly. So I mean, did she show signs of not being happy? I mean, did she always show signs of being interested in a woman? Or?
From what I'm getting from the letter, it sounds like when she was going back and forth about you're cheating on me, you're blah, 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 and all this other stuff, there was already a lack of trust there.
Yeah.
And so maybe the lack of trust is what made her go, you know what? I think you're doing it, so I'm going to do it too. But Bestie was in clutch, she was in the clutch.
She was munching on the meat.
It's not funny. It's kind of like...
She was munching. They munching away behind his back.
Carpet makers.
But one thing is for sure, and two things is for certain.
Oh wow! Okay, Ro, go ahead.
Anytime a person, without reason, is always saying, "You're cheating. You're doing this. You're doing that."
Come on, Ro. Come with it.
They are the ones with the issue. They are the ones that are the guilty party.
All day, every day.
And what they do is deflect it from them and transfer it onto you in order to try to make themselves feel better about what they're doing. So then when you decide to, what you said, Pearl, a few moments ago, when and if you decide that you're going to go slide into something else, then it's justified. Oh, see, I already knew you was doing this.
Absolutely.
When the thing was, that wasn't even a scenario, but you kept throwing it out there. So bottom line is, don't get caught up in the game. Realize what the game is.
That's right.
And when truth comes to light, then you light that ass up.
Well, I think, to me, through the whole letter, and I know it sounds really silly, it sounded like trust issues anyway.
It did from the get.
Right? It sounded like I was trying to make it work because her past is justification for the lack of trust. Her past is a justification for her to say, I'm cheating and whatever, right? Well, then does that mean her past is justification for her cheating on you and sleep with her best friend? No. Right? And I sure as hell would not move nobody in who don't trust me. Hello? No.
Nope. Not at all.
Not necessarily. I'm not a cheater, but I knew when my ex started to cheat.
Yeah, but that person was cheating. He's saying he wasn't. That's what I'm saying. Like,
and he probably wasn't. He probably won't cheat.
Yeah,
and I know
that's my experience. When people accuse you all the time, they probably ones doing it. Now my question is,
well, they're thinking about it too and need a reason to go ahead and do that. But anyway, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
My question is though. So did she like tell him that like she's cool with all of them being together, Is that the choice that she's asking him to make?
Well, the way he ended it, hold on, give me 2 seconds. Let me get back into this letter. The way he ended it was
she just got busted.
She wants me to make a choice. So it sounds like deal with it or move on.
Okay, so like I'm curious, like how he's supposed to deal with it. Is he like supposed to jump in or?
Well, dealing with it sounds like
just accept it
for what it is.
Or just accept the fact she cheated.
She's saying accept it.
It sounds toxic to me, honestly. Like I said, I used to be, like I said, I was a habitual cheater back in the day, back in, I'm not, but what I would do is I would have a conscience about it, my ego and everything like that. After I would cheat and stuff like that, I'm feeling so bad or whatever to the person. I'm like, oh my gosh, when they gonna get me back? They can't be this good, So I'm out there forcing this. What you doing? Where you going? Where you coming back? My insecurities are showing because I'm out there doing what I'm not supposed to be doing. Mm-hmm. So definitely, when you're going out there, you're doing X, Y, Z. You're going to project that from yourself and put it on other people. Because I mean, not saying everybody's like me, but that's definitely something that I used to do. Yeah, I mean, I slip up and everything like that. Where you going? Because I'm feeling like that get back is coming. You get what I'm saying? I don't want it to come
because you're waiting for karma to come back around.
Right, exactly. Because
hence why I said don't even bother cheating. It ain't even worth it. If you're not happy and you don't want to work on it to be happy, bye. Thank you so much. I wish you all the best.
Whoever you are, Facebook user, these 3 letters, I do not know what you're talking about.
Somebody
went way back. This is somebody who knows me from way back. I'd rebuke you. And I send you from whence you came.
Oh, okay.
He said I rebuke you. Okay.
No, not the rebuke.
He said, "Sha-na-na-na-na."
Hey, stop bringing up my past. But
it's just
but nah.
To me, it's not worth it. But I know I'm a little different than most. My thing is the fact that you're reaching out to understand what you should do. Already tells me you just want someone to justify your decision. You want someone to justify your decision.
Right.
But no peace, no happiness. Mm-mm. And you're always gonna be looking over your shoulder. Right?
It sounds like go ahead and kick rocks, move on, brother.
No socks. Yeah. Kick rocks with no socks.
Unless you wanna unless you're trying to jump into poly world.
Like if he's agreeing with it, okay, go ahead, agree with it. Yeah.
Like I know some people, like when they find out the woman's like, bisexual or whatever, they'll be like, oh, well, it's okay. You can have a woman, as long as it's not a man. You can mess with chicks. I don't know. That's some other stuff. I don't know.
But I think for him, it was the lying. Like if you was with someone else, then just say you with someone else. But now he's thinking you weren't satisfied by me, so you went to a woman. That's just the way he ended it.
Yes.
Because he was like, I feel like a failure as a man.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Well, so I don't know. I can't coexist if there's a lack of trust. I just can't. This like I can't.
He shouldn't feel like that. He might have been barking up the wrong tree. She might just like chicks. And
but why are you wasting my time?
Because that's what people
do. People be with people and then realize they, into something else. Sometimes they be in the church and be fighting it, and then all of a sudden they just can't fight it no more. And now, I'm gonna be free, and it happens. Mm-hmm. There's all kind of gay dudes who got kids because they was being beards for a while. It happens.
Do y'all need me to recap?
I come on time, Facebook user.
You can rewind later.
We start at 9 o'clock.
We gotta keep it pushing. pushing. But before we
move
missed
on the whole lip biting and everything, Facebook user, you didn't watch. No,
I'm telling you. I'm telling you, better stop with that lip biting Black Pearl. People be in my inbox. Hey, what's up with Black Pearl? I'm like, Lord have mercy. Jesus.
It tastes like chocolate.
Oh,
I'm messing.
Okay,
I'm messing. Oh, good.
Don't be in my inbox. I ain't got nothing to do with that.
Mm-hmm.
Before we move on, do you guys have any advice for anonymous user? I mean, I ain't gonna lie. The first time, I don't know what the hell to tell you.
The only advice I was going to say is, first of all, this is your apartment. She moved in with you. So based on that premise alone, you don't have to compromise at all.
So
when she's throwing out this ultimatum, it's either this or no. No, you're absolutely right, B. It's not. It's either this or you can go. How about that? Here or go.
Yeah. Hey.
Yeah. Exactly. Exactly, Pearl. Yeah.
Hey, look.
And that's the thing. You in my apartment, you accept that door hitting you with a good Lord split you. Thank you so much.
Amen.
I'm with Sean Clark. Brother, go ahead and put your Rod Wave album on, zone out, and just, move on, find somebody else.
Yeah, because I mean, like 100%, 100%. The issue is not that, to me, is not that she's sleeping with another woman. The issue is there was no trust and it was already toxic.
Yeah.
Correct.
This is the symptom to the real problem. And the root of the problem is y'all don't trust each other. Thanks.
The only exception is if you into that, other lifestyle, here's your chance. But if it's not, then go ahead and dip out of it. But if it might be a chance. If you into that threesome stuff, it's your chance. I'm just saying.
If he a failure, I don't think he into the threesome.
Yeah, you might get your self-esteem together.
It sounds like this gave him small dick issues, like literally. Not that he has one, just he feels like.
Yeah, you shouldn't feel that way though, because look, it's just the wrong tree. You barking up the wrong tree.
Damn, Black Pearl, what were you trying to do to the brother? He already done seen his lady in the bed.
I'm sorry. Wait, come on. Oh my God, I'm so sorry.
Yeah,
listen,
he's sitting here watching this show like, damn.
I am the advocate that said that it doesn't matter the size if you had the skills. So that's not what I'm saying, but it is a feeling of, was it not big enough? Did I not satisfy you? You rather go to a girl? You know what I mean? Like,
don't make other people's problems your problem.
Somebody asked the question.
Invite the woman in. I'm done.
Somebody asked the question, fellas, would you invite the woman in? What do you mean, would you invite the woman in? Are you mean inviting the woman into?
Like the two women, I'm assuming. Like come on.
Oh yeah. I mean, not me, because I'm not into that. But if I was, then yeah, I probably would if I was.
So if your wife was cheating with another woman, you just say, "Come on and join us." Is that what you're saying?
No. If I was, I'm not into that. But if I was, then that would be your chance, probably.
Oh
yeah. That's a good.
I'm not, because like I've always said, only got one dick, so I don't.
And for the future person who's with me, don't bring another dick into our bedroom. We good. We good.
Oh, if I had two of them, then I don't know, maybe I don't know. But that's just too much emotions and issues. Yes. I ain't trying to.
Right, and I'm going to answer it. Then we're going to move on. But bringing the other woman in. No, I'm going to say no. I would not bring the other woman in because of the fact that you cheated, and I mean, pretty much I would be always wondering, damn, would you rather have this person than me? Yep. You actually stepped out on me with this person, right. So it's an issue of trust. When you bring this person in. Now, if it was somebody you came to me honestly, like, hey, look, I'm looking to bring this person into our relationship. What do you think about it, baby? That's one thing. But to go out and cheat and then say, hey, maybe we can just make this a three-way thing. I'm kind of on some, hey, hell no, get the fuck up my face. You and the dog got to go.
Now, if you want to be,
and I'm not calling the woman a dog. I'm talking about the dog.
I know.
If you wanted to be petty and just be like, I'm gonna just do this threesome because I want to have a threesome, and I'm like, ski, I'm out, haha, and just dip out, and then but
so this poses the question, guys, from the letter, the female cheated. So is when the female cheats in a relationship, does it hurt worse than when a male cheats? Is female cheating worse? Is female cheating worse than male cheating?
And we want to hear
That's
from the guys.
Question for tonight.
Yeah.
So at home,
we need to hear from the guys.
Hold on. Let me finish. Everybody at home, I need you to participate. We need to see those comments, because I'm gonna tell you, maybe, hey, if I feel good enough, I might give away one of these. Look at you being tempted. If you, I mean, we in the comments and we going off and everything. That's a big mic, but I might. So is the female cheating worse than when a male cheats? Do you want me to start it off? Because I'll
yes.
Start it off.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yes.
I think it is. And I'm gonna tell you why. Y'all at home, buckle your seatbelts, because Byron Forrester is cleared for takeoff. When a man cheats, as a former habitual cheater myself.
Oh
When a man cheats, it it is not necessarily, she's not necessarily better than the person you have. I've said this on this show before. A lot of times when women see their man cheat or husband cheat, they look at the woman and say, "Oh my gosh, with her, she doesn't look as good. She's not as smart. She doesn't have anything for her. It's just the thrill of the game." Now, can you get over that? Yes, because she's not better than you. There's nothing
who can
about
get
her
over it? The woman?
Hold on. Let me finish. Let me finish. When a woman cheats, because there is something that is better about the person that she's found than you. Now that could be he's emotionally available. It could be something he has more money. He can financially satisfy her better. It could be something as shallow as this man is King Kong. He's swinging a bigger dick than you are. It could be any of those. And as a man's ego, we can't take that. We like, oh my God, this man was better than us in some form or fashion. So yeah, it hurts us worse. So yeah, as a man, I think that a woman can get over it a little bit quicker. A woman can get over cheating quicker than a man can. And that's my stance on it.
No, I'm not.
Go ahead. Go ahead, Tyra.
All right. So
at least Shalaka's with me. Thank you.
So I don't know. I think when men cheat, I think a lot of times it's reasons too. Like people like to say that, like, it just don't mean nothing when a man cheats. But a lot of times a man cheats for reasons too. Like that woman who's not as pretty as the wife, because just being around guys who done different things and cheating. Not myself, of course, but a lot of times that woman is like. It's less stressful. They go over the woman's crib and you don't have to worry about the stress you had with your wife or girlfriend or whatever. A lot of times that woman might do something that the other woman just doesn't do, and you like that better because you're getting greedy, and just sometimes people get in relationships and they kind of let the relationships kind of die out, and so that new person is fresh and new, and you're just not thinking long term. But a lot of times it ends up kind of reversing. It has a cycle. That side chick ends up, starting to have feelings or starts to, nag you too. Now you got to get another side chick and get rid of her, and just ends up being a perpetual cycle. So I don't know. I think it all hurts. It all hurts.
It's destiny. You take that back. You take that back right now.
Say what?
I agree. I agree.
No,
I agree.
It's destiny. You take that back, and you take that back right now. It's not a lack of trust. I mean, you can trust men. You can trust men.
Wait a minute, time out.
Like Jay-Z said it. Jay-Z said it best. I was just them girls. I was gonna get right back.
No. I think she's saying in general, cheating is a lack of trust, right? Yeah. Here's the thing, right? I think people take trust for granted. How about we start there, right? You can build it. But once it's down, it's like, a clean piece of paper. You wrinkle it, you're not going to iron it, and it's going to be better. It's just not going to happen. I think that cheating hurts no matter if it's a man cheating on a woman. It is the devastation of, especially like, I'm in this with you. We doing this together. And then you wake up one day and you find out I'm alone. I wasn't doing this with you. You was doing this with someone else.
Right. It just makes your relationship different. And society too. So women are expected to stay when they cheat. After they feel that hurt and pain, and it's kind of acceptable that a man, if he's cheating on you, he's gonna leave. Because he can't take. But everybody's hurt, I think, in similar ways. It's just what we expected. We were expected to do. But women's expected. A lot of times, you got cheated on, so I'm gonna stay, get past it. But then your relationship is shitty because there's no trust, and now it's all dumb. I mean, you might as well a lot of times you might as well just split ways.
I think
the question.
Get over
I'm
it.
sorry.
The question we're asking is it worse? Now, this is my question.
I think for y'all it is, yes.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. It's worse.
Because let me tell you why. A woman will get cheated on. This man has a kid with this side woman, and it's like, we'll make it work, right? We'll make it work. But let your wife get pregnant for another dude. We don't see many of those. We do not. I'm not saying they're not, but we don't see many of those.
Gone.
So, what you say?
He said gone.
Oh yeah.
Out
I
of
was
there.
like, what? What'd you say? So I think what it is because the woman is operating from her heart. I love this man. He made a mistake. He says not pointing his back. We can make this work, right? A man is like, yo, you let another dick in you? What? Were you yelling? Were you moaning? And they could be in the. It's just like what was that movie where he was getting married and he's in his head he could see her moaning. Oh,
Best man.
Best man. It's the same thing. But that doesn't mean women don't go through that. Women definitely go. Were you stroking her like this? You was telling her.
I think women
same
feel
thing.
feel
It's just
very.
we operating from our heart and you're operating from your ego. That's what that is.
It's ego versus heart, but it's the pain. The pain is the same. I think it's just how we handle it. So I don't know.
Right.
I think
right, because the manifestation of that pain looks different.
Yes,
between a man and a woman. So
I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. So for example, for that man that's been cheated, for that man that has been cheated on, the manifestation of that pain will cause that man, especially if he was on the straight and narrow, good dude, upstanding, working hard, doing what he's supposed to do, when he is exposed to cheating, his question is to the point of Byron, why? And it doesn't necessarily have to do with being King Kong or anything like that. It's just the understanding of I've done what I'm supposed to do. I've given you what I need to give you. I've done. Why did you do this? And honestly, and I tell people this all the time, it has nothing to do with you, my brother. It has nothing to do with you. And I need men to understand that. Oftentimes, female issues are females' issues. Absolutely. Don't internalize them as yours. Absolutely. And so what happens is when the man does internalize that, because they're having this battle, right? In internal battle, mental battle, trying to understand, what happens is that good man turns raw. Mm-hmm. So what was good now is raw.
A savage is born.
It is, seriously. Yes. Absolutely. And so for a female, when we was talking about that, females, I'm not gonna say we get over it, Byron. I can't go there with you to that extent. But what I will say is that over a course of time, eventually we do come around the curve, right? Quicker. Now, in due time. But the thing is, if that woman already has some predisposed issues, then they too become very callous. Yep. So it kind of depends, but ultimately the bottom line is, when a man is hurt by cheating, he becomes he morphs into somebody else. And until something really good comes and is able to resurrect what was in there to come back for, I see you. Come on, Byron. That's when you'll get that newborn person that was once there. But go ahead. I'm sorry, Boo. I'm gone. I'm done.
It takes healing, though. It takes healing. And I think oftentimes we don't. And then we go to the next person and we're triggered. They do something. They say something, right? But again, it's you not dealing with your issues. That's what it is. It's 100%. You're not dealing with your issues.
I agree 100% with what Rose said, because she described what I was to a T. I was with somebody, of course I can't say her name. I was with someone from when I was, and a lot of people that know me probably in the comments know, I was with somebody from when I was in the 7th grade all the way until I was about maybe 22, 24 maybe. And, that person, that person, and I don't blame her at all. We were young, we were kids. I mean, but that person stepped out on me, and when she did, I was hurt so bad that I went out. And when I went out and I would meet women and everything like that, I became a savage. I didn't trust anybody. I didn't let nobody get close to me. So I would go and I would pull their heartstrings or whatever. I would end up doing whatever we do, and I would just ease my way away. And they would always say, well, KJ, why? And I would force myself, well, it happened to you. They'll be all right. They'll get over it. And I would move on to the next one. And Am I proud of that now? I'm definitely not. I'm shameful of it, because what did those people do to me? And the only thing that snapped me out of it, I think I was that way for years. And the only thing that snapped me out of it, I had a girlfriend and we were staying together, and I cheated and, forced to tell her about it and stuff like that. And she had tears in her eyes and she said, "What did I ever do to you? What did I ever do to you?" And at that moment, I was like, dude, you're a real asshole. Mm-hmm. You are scum, and that feeling was so bad, it changed me from that point on. No matter what somebody did to you in the past, you should not use that as a scapegoat to hurt other people in the future. Right.
But that's what that's saying. Hurt people.
Hurt people. So my suggestion for anybody who's been cheated on or whatever, take time to heal yourself. Me, I'm just out there just trying to jump back into it. I'm like, oh man, I got to get back out here. I'm lonely. I got to get back out here in the game, baby. Yeah. And then, and I'm thinking I'm a play at the time. I'm just trying to get notches in my belt. I'm bragging to the boys. Oh, yo, guess what, dog? And I'm leaving a trail of tears behind me.
Absolutely.
And I'm gonna tell everybody at home. I'm gonna tell you, I'm really speaking some real shit tonight. You're not gonna get this all the time, but I'm gonna tell you, it's something called karma.
Come on now.
When that motherfucker come around with them 5 fingers slapping you,
she a bad mamma jamma.
And it's never the way you think. That's the worst part. Man. It's never the way you think. Yo, has anyone ever heard the saying that those men who do women dirty, God pays them back by giving them daughters?
Yeah. Okay. I know, but I got a daughter, but I don't feel like I did women dirty. Like when I was in my years in the streets, I just got lucky. I realized that I could tell the truth and still smash as much as I wanted. And it was a little bit more stress-free. And that's kind of what I did. Like I just didn't commit. I would just be in the street. I didn't have a girlfriend. I would just be.
So you never cheated, Tyrone?
Nah, because I was just in the street. I was,
I've never.
Yeah, like I was, when I was in the military, there was moments where when I was young, I might have been community D, but I wasn't like a boyfriend, in the Viking village years. That was
Well, I'm just asking because I think on this show, Byron has said, everybody goes through that, something to that effect, and I'm just like,
and and I don't even think it was that I cared as much. I'm just a real laid back person. I don't like a lot of drama and stress. And then I just realized, like, this is easy. All I got to do is take somebody to Applebee's in Elizabeth City, and, I'm in there. Like I had GI Bill.
We're getting real tonight, only on the Good Guy Experience.
Yeah, and it was like,
did you say Applebee's? 2 for $20.
Have you ever been to EC? Have you ever been to Liz?
She hasn't, but I know it's right there. It's on the corner at the light.
Liz listeners, no disrespect to you guys, no disrespect to all of our Liz listeners, but
so it's down the street on the corner.
It just wasn't hard.
Very country guys think I'm playing hard to get because Applebee's.
bro, like it just wasn't hard. It was like, oh, a quality seafood platter. Right. Oh, it was over.
Did you say a quality seafood?
Yo, get some shrimp and hush puppies.
Oh, I need to reevaluate myself.
Yeah, I'm gonna do you one better, Ty. Take them to Dragon Buffet. Hello.
Oh, what? Dragon Buffet? Oh my God!
Take it to Dragon
Buffet. Please share with my ignorant up north self.
You go hang around freshman orientation and do those things, and you didn't have to be cheating or nothing. You was in there, no cheating. It was just what you did.
I used to hang with my core group of friends or whatever. We were all bad or whatever. But my boys used to tell me, they'd be like, "Yo, KJ, you ain't got the heart to be a player. Your heart is too good. You're too nice to be a player. Everybody that you meet, you fall in love with. You got to be stone cold to be a player here. Everybody that you meet, you just meet different people and you love them all. And then next thing you know, you just have a whole string of just people just behind you. It's like, okay, and that you're pissing off versus being the player. So
did you fall in love with everybody? Did you really?
Did I?
Yes. Did
you?
Yeah, I would now, so it's okay.
I would find women who I knew I liked something different about each one. And I remember, I'm not gonna say his name, but he's probably up here lurking somewhere right now. I mean, he was like, yo, KJ, you love them all, bro. I mean, what? You love them all. And I remember looking at him and say, you know what? Damn, I do. So it's not. I was never really a player that was just like, boom, I just want to get you and just love move women. You to the side. I just wanted to keep them all. So when I was at those days, around Pine Village and stuff like that, I spent my time ducking and dodging. I remember coming out of rooms peeping to see who was coming before I walk out. I mean, I was so far in anxiety. My phone would ring and I'm jumping up out of bed. Who was that? Nobody.
This is like when you're in your 20s, right? Like college.
Right.
Oh, of course. Okay. I'm just making sure now. Okay.
And one thing,
a long time ago.
One thing, going back to the topic of women cheating, does it hurt men? Oftentimes, when women cheat, and I'm going back to a comment that Byron said, they may be seeking something or finding something in someone, right? Here's the thing, and there's a lot of songs about it, about fool's gold. Just because it looks good and it's appealing and it's appeasing to you in that moment, it's fake gold. It's that stuff to turn your neck green or turn your finger green. Okay. Mm-hmm. Please understand. And I'm going to piggyback off of the comment about karma. Karma is a bad mamma jamma. And so when you are over there on that green grass and you thinking it's all lovely, but then after it rains and that boo-boo smell starts rising from the grass, you realize you're sitting in a field of pure bullshit. And then
some people have to go through that.
I know, and I love it. Please go through it, because in that moment when you go through that bullshit, you gotta sit in that bullshit until you come to a place of reflection, and you realize, Dad, like Byron said, he went through this place for himself of oh God, this is not cool. And sometimes females need to go through that phase to realize who they had and what they had so they can appreciate it. And that's if they are able to find something, that's if they're able to find what they had. So to me, if a woman wants to cheat and you got something good, and I ain't talking about I'm not talking about the dude that's out here dogging women and all, I'm talking about the good brothers that's out here that wants a good woman, and you go out here and you do what you do. God bless you. My brother, I hope you find you a good woman that will appreciate you, and y'all rise up to be them kings and queens in your house, and you let Boo-Boo Kitty sit over there in that bullshit and smell all that shit until she can't take the shit no more. And then when she come back across the street and she see you got that nice pretty house and that picket fence and y'all doing y'all thing, you be like, hey girl, ooh damn, you smell like shit. Walk on down the road. Just like that. Take her back. Let it go. That's all. I'm sorry about Byron just smiling. I'm done.
Once you said Boo Boo Kitty, it was a wrap.
It's the truth. I'm just saying, like, just to bring it back, like, women be tripping and they don't realize what they got until it's done. And then you expect for him to like be all empathetic. Oh damn, you kind of fucked up. Yeah.
I think because some of us really believe that we're all, little Kim, this is the illest nana. You're not going. I really, really believe that.
Yeah, people do believe that.
They do. I'm just being honest. And I think that we also underestimate men because we go, oh, well, all they care about is the sex, or if my ass is big, or things like that. But the problem is, after a while, a man's like, I kind of want more.
A real
pussy's a dime a dozen. Let's be real, pussy's dime a dozen, right? But what is it about you that's gonna keep me, right? It's not your nagging, right? It's not you losing your damn mind. it definitely is not just the pussy when it's out there. It has to be something more. It has to be something that makes me go, I could have all these other people in the world, but I'm good here. My peace is here. I'm happy here. The sex is good, you know. And I don't think that we realize that, because sometimes we get them so fast, we realize that the fast part was the easy part, but that's not the last part. Does that make sense?
No, it makes perfect sense. But the thing is this, just as we as women, we always say, well, the way you got them is the way you're going to, you know. But here's the thing. Again, I'm going to stand on topic, because this ain't about me and you, Pearl. This about the fellas tonight. What I'm trying to help y'all understand is the same way that saying goes is also in reverse. Put that thing, back it up and flip it, because it works the exact same way. The way that you cheated on your man, you thinking this brother over here is all whoop-a-doo-whoop. Don't you know he watching you and he recognized,
and men remember how they got you. Right. Remember how they got you.
Yeah, if you get somebody through cheating, you definitely it's not you don't have the same respect as somebody we got some other way, because we all know, she grimy.
Man, you know, it just take for the right man, because every man don't do that. You start getting to an argument and they be like, they looking at you like, you was fucking such and such when I found you. Like you was sucking, like it just comes. Yeah,
that's true. That's true.
But that also causes the insecurity. So if not that I have, but if I meet a guy and you're in a relationship and we sleeping together, then when you get out the relationship, now we in a relationship, I'm always gonna go, what happened? Is he doing this now? Oh my God, he's an hour late. Oh my God, he's not answering my message. Is he with someone? Because now I'm thinking back, well, you did it on the last girl. Why wouldn't you do it to me? But we don't think about that while we're in the moment, because we thinking if she was doing what she had to do, he wouldn't be with me. Lies. If you weren't making it so easy, he wouldn't keep taking it.
Hello. And that's the key.
Yeah.
One monkey sure don't stop the show, nor does it start it. So
and thinking back, I will say there is certain situations where it is worse, definitely worse. When it comes to like paternity, you know, like I've seen that a few times, like in my travels where a guy thinks that a kid is his, woman was cheating. Now that's definitely always worse, because, you know, when you're the woman and you have a baby and you cheat, you know, you still have a kid, but you lose your whole kid and relationship and everything. True. You know, when that happens as a man, like, you know, you don't have a child anymore. She still got a child because you know it's her. She had the baby, you know, and that's one thing that kind of I seen destroy dudes, and that's like watching the damn origin story of the Thanos being born, you know, when stuff like that happens. Yeah, so that can definitely destroy people, man, when that happens. So that is worse. That does affect the man. I think
bringing a child in is horrible. Like, okay, so I've been honest, I was cheated on too, but you know, the first time I was like, okay, I could forgive, and I did say it like that. The first time I was like, I could forgive you, whatever. And I had to really tell myself, can you forgive? Because we can't keep talking about this over and over and over again. You're going to drive yourself crazy. You're going to drive him crazy. Am I saying from day one, I was like, oh, I don't bring it up? No, but I did say, look, if you're forgiving this dude, you got to stop. But when them babies got into it, hell no. I was like, if I stay with him for the rest of my life, every time somebody see me and they see these kids who close in age with my kids, they gonna know that this man played me. That I'm just being real. That's very ego, but that's where I was. That's where I was. So.
Yeah, people having babies on people is crazy.
Let me ask this. So, you know, we're approaching the end of our show here. You know, this is, you know, a little bit off topic of is women cheating versus men cheating worse. So, okay, we've established that the cheating happens. Should you be forgiven? Should someone be forgiven for cheating? I just wanted to throw that question out there. I wanted to throw that question out there to the comments, guys at home. Should someone be forgiven for cheating, or is it the end all be all?
I think you need to rephrase your question
and rephrase it to what, Miss Pearl?
I can forgive you, but that doesn't mean I'm gonna take you back.
Well, you're right. Forgiven meaning that the relationship can be salvaged. The relationship can be salvaged after cheating? Can it? Can you find it in your heart?
Yeah, I think that's an individual basis. Like, you know, so the bottom line question is, can you forgive and move on and not bring it back up constantly? Like if you can do that, then yeah, you can move on and be happy. But that's kind of tough. A lot of times people can't do that, so they keep bringing it back up. If it keeps coming back
I'm sorry,
up,
Ty.
causing stress. So what?
Not trying to cut you off, my brother. Not trying to cut you off, but I'm excited. We got a Twitch follower in here, and he says you have to cheat on your significant other to know they truly love you.
Wow, that's
toxic.
You gotta cheat.
Good luck.
You gotta cheat.
Are you married?
This is your day to stay.
What the fuck is
Hey,
going
good
on?
luck, brother.
So,
well, sister.
So to that tweet person, right?
Go ahead, Sean. Mm-hmm.
I would say, and that's why I kept putting my once. I can forgive you once, and when I forgive you once, when I forgive you once, it's done. We're not going to talk about it. We're going to move on. But we're not going to do no habitual stuff, Byron. Okay, if I forgive you once, then it's once. We're not going to keep coming back and you keep crushing me and stomping me, because now it becomes toxic. And then I'm looking like the fool that's allowing you to just shit on me. Absolutely not. No, we're not going to do that.
So with that being said, okay, you get the once. Okay, let's say you get the once. The dude he's totally reformed or whatever. He's like, I'm never going to do it again. Are you allowed your lick back?
Are you allowed your what?
No, don't do that. No.
Are you allowed your lick back? Are you allowed?
No.
Are you allowed your lick back? Everybody else.
You didn't forgive. That's not forgiveness.
That's not forgiving. That's not forgiving.
That's not forgiveness. All you're doing is recreating the distrust and the hurt.
I think that's the difference between men and women too. Like what Rose said, like women do that more. Men tend to not give that. Men be out. It's
quick.
Men like
with a capital Q. Quick.
Yeah, man. Really
Artisan know what I'm talking about. Give me that hall pass. Artisan said, "Give me the hall pass." Like, I mean, is it an automatic hall pass? Okay, you cheated. I get my hall pass, and maybe we can work on things. Maybe we can get back on track. But I gotta go and I gotta sow my royal oats so I can just get back even.
Then go be single, and if life brings us back together, life brings us back together.
Absolutely.
But don't do that.
Absolutely.
And so Go ahead, bro.
No, baby. I was just going to say to that gentleman that was talking about the cheat once to cheat to show that you love them. That's where that one. No, but I get it. I get where he's going, because that's where that one time is. Because if I really love you, and you have this indiscretion one time, okay, then you're so basically what you're doing is testing me to see how much I love you. And so if I forgive you and we move on with life that one time, then I'm good.
Is that a requirement? Because I'm gonna have to take a pass.
I'm gonna fail that test.
What I'm asking is maybe it doesn't happen. Maybe it doesn't happen right after the cheating happens. Like boom, I'm gonna get my lick back right then. 5 years down the road, this person slips up. They cheated 5 years ago. Now they get their turn. Are you automatically required to stay like, man, you did it back then?
Can we just know what makes us happy? And then move on.
There's no
turn. But see, Ro knows where I'm coming from. Look at Ro thinking, you did it back then, so now I slipped up, so now I need forgiveness. But is it messed up if that person's like, no, I can't do it? Is it messed up?
Most of the time they do say that.
And that's what I mean. If we doing them games, then.
But it's not a game. Pause. So, all right, I'm gonna jump on the bandwagon, Byron. Here we go. So the scenario is it happened 5 years later, an oopsie happens on the opposite side. Again, if it was an indiscretion and it was a little whoopsie, then fair is I'm saying fair is fair. But if I forgave you, then you should be able to forgive me and we move forward, because it was again once, and it wasn't even necessarily a tit for tat. You understand what I'm saying? And if it's a tit for tat, then we playing a whole different game. But in this scenario,
5 years later, we should have been better than that.
But that's if it's just an indiscretion. It didn't have.
But where's the trust? Where's the trust?
Because
Mr. Artisan says female accountability doesn't really exist. Ooh.
Wow, you're about to start a whole nother show in the last 6 minutes.
That's a whole nother show.
Yeah, I feel you.
We're gonna have to continue.
Female accountability does not exist.
It needs
Write
to.
that down for the next show. That's a
duly noted.
Where is Shantae Chevelle when you need her?
In the next episode, because we're gonna have to go find her.
But guys, everybody at home has been excellent, guys. We thank you so much for tuning in to another episode of the Good Guy Experience. It's been real, it's been fun. I want to thank the panel for coming on and everything like that, and just having such a wonderful time and everything. And hopefully on this Wednesday, on this hump day, we give you what you need to make it through the rest of the week, so you can get to that wonderful weekend, so you can do it all over again with us next week. I want to leave these last couple of minutes for the guys to say anything that they want to kind of recap what we talked about tonight, whether it be the letter or whether it is about women cheating worse than men, or should cheating be forgiven. It's on you guys. And everybody at home, please chime in if you have any last thoughts. Tell us what you thought about the episode. Tell us what you thought about the show. We're here for the feedback. We read all comments, guys. All right. Artisan says, let me call her. Please continue this discussion. Thank you, Miss Brewer. Thank you, Miss Brewer.
Okay, Venus.
Maybe we'll come back for.
We'll come back, Venus. Don't worry.
We'll come back for a part 2. Anybody got any recap thoughts for tonight?
I think that to minimize cheating to a male or female just takes away from whatever the bigger problem is. Cheating is a waste of time if you truly are trying to build a situation. But as we've said many times, heal before you go into the next situation. Don't be afraid to be by yourself. Self-love is so important, because all you're doing is creating a trail of hurt, and that shit come back. Believe it or not, that shit come back. So that's mine.
Sean Clark is coming with a vengeance tonight. He says to the anonymous letter guy, I have a sad hours playlist if you need it.
I'm gonna have to write him back.
I have it sometimes.
One eggplant plus one cat.
You know what she. Let me say. She's saying one dick, one pussy, one love. You happy?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Y'all nasty.
Yes.
And
smash me like you love me, and I won't go nowhere.
If you give it, be willing to receive it. All right, Miss Clemens. Okay. All right. I see you.
Yeah.
Don't laugh at that, Latricia. Don't laugh at that. It ain't funny. It is not funny. Don't laugh. All right. So on the recaps, we on you, Miss Rowe. We on you, Rowe.
Last thing, real quick. If you have to be, or if you're compelled to be an habitual cheater, then be by your damn self and stop making other people miserable. That's all I got.
Oh wow. It's on you. It's on you, Ty. It's on you.
Yeah, I kind of agree with that. Hey, if you gonna be cheating, hey man, just keep your drawers on. Keep your drawers on out here. Live by the golden rule. Be with somebody, treat them how you want to be treated. And that's simple. That's a simple way of living. All right, so keep your drawers on. Don't be hurting people. And my brothers out here, you don't have to cheat. It's not that hard. Just have a little bit of game. Have a little bit of game. If you old, have some money, and you'll be okay.
I hear you, Ty. And everybody, a lot of people use, when they go out here and cheat, they say you only live once. YOLO and all this stuff. I don't even know if they still say that, but I have heard that. I haven't
heard that in a while, but I get what you're saying.
Yeah, I think that's in the
I think he just showed his age. That's what
the slang graveyard.
You only live once, or whatever they used to say, and everything like that. But I did see something that's false. You only die once. You live every day. You get a chance to start over again. So, every day, make good decisions. Don't hurt people. Go out there and be the better you. Be the best you can be. Because I'm going to tell you, as much as we talked about planting bad seeds and that karma comes back around, try planting a good one. And I'm going to tell you, when you plant a good seed and you treat that woman right, and you put that woman first.
I knew you were going to say that.
Those blessings gonna come around.
But we are about
to go over our time limit. So guys, it's been another episode of the Good Guy Experience, where the experience is always good, guys. We'll be back next week with more heat for you. Peace.